Hold on. Mesh calls, hopefully. Okay, yeah, I can do that. You there? Good. Let me know. I got it pulled up.
See if you can stream it too. I don't know how that works. Can you hear me okay now? I hooked up my headset so I don't have the interference. Yeah. This is something like you never have played before, I promise. Never seen nothing like this before. Never seen nothing like this before. This before. This before. Double down. Mhm. Why is my fan not really working? I got looking. Feels like it's not. Well, you out of food? Well, you stay hungry. Yep. You get some water? Let me put some water in there. Sorry, that water looked like you pushed that in there though. I didn't do that. You did that. That's on you. But you'll be fine. And I only say, what's my name? What's my name? Oh shit. Yep. Hmm. Stop, Keegan.
Yeah, you there?
Yo, yo, yo. I'm here, I'm here.
Sorry, I was on the phone with my mom.
Yeah, just checking some shit out. Alright, yo, I'll tell you, this is gonna be fucking insane. This game was crazy. It's a who done it. Who killed who? Who killed him? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready
You
whenever you
probably
are.
can stream. I'm not 100%, but I'm doing the share screen, so you'll let you make the decisions and
Yeah,
everything.
y'all like beat the shit out of them.
Those are fucking grand slams.
Yeah.
Those are good. Little basic recipe. Let me hit a fucking home run. Walk out there, fucking get it. Big state meets me out there. Gave it back to her. Literally not even back. I got written shot.
Alright, ready?
I'll just finish that.
Here we go. Alright. See that?
Mm.
We can come back and look at that stuff.
All right,
Hold on.
we
So
are live.
you shared your screen instead of. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll make the decision, but you're not going to play it. Like, you can just tell me which one to pick or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought we were doing the share play thing. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you don't have to do nothing like that. It ain't no. It's just share screen. Yeah, just watch it. Tell me what you doing. And you make decisions, and I'll pick it. And it's just an easy way. All right.
Live and the video is recording. Now, we have got ourselves a pretty wild case on our hands. But first things first, let's do a quick refresher before we dive in. As always, the interviews will be streamed live via the monitor that you're looking at right now. Once the interviews end, you'll be able to access all of the previous recordings on the.
Hold on one second. I can't hear what you just said. He's loud as shit. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Yeah. let's do this. I just have him turned. And then options. Where's the options at? Oh, here it is. Oh, say again.
Only put. I was talking to my girl, saying one thing to her real quick.
All right, say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to even it out so I can. All right, let me hear him
Playback
again.
monitor that's to your left.
All right. All right. I'm resuming it. I didn't mean to start it so quickly. I thought I was
Alright.
on. All right, now, okay, here you go.
Now keep in mind that you will be getting two different camera angles in your feed, camera A and camera B. Feel free to
I'll
switch between
switch.
the two
I
as you see
will
fit.
whenever the time is. So
And
you
last
look
but
at
not
their
least,
faces.
don't overlook the evidence available to you in the case files. I'm sure that you'll need to reference those at some point.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay, so the case. We've got Daniel Murphy, age 49, works as a financial planner. He was shot and killed in his home with a .38 caliber handgun that's registered to him. Now, according to the medical examiner, he died on September 12th. The exact time of death is not able to be determined because the body wasn't found until a few days after. Now, there are...
Okay, I'm gonna say something. So you have to like keep up with all the dates and whatnot, right? The dates, the times, the different things like that. All that is, yeah, and then there'll be in their investigation. We can go back and listen to what they said interviewing. You're gonna have a bunch of interviews, but what they say does play. So how they say it and how they're saying it, you can probably pick up on it better than I did the first time. But because I'm telling you, just to be aware that there will be connections that you will have to make from one's interview to another's interview that comes up, and you're gonna have to counter what somebody else has said because they're lying, right? So, all right. I'm gonna start it back up. Just wanted to give that little note that should be very helpful.
a few people of interest in this case. First up is Emma Richardson. She's Daniel's girlfriend who had also been living with him. Prior to Daniel's death, she had reported an incident of physical abuse that resulted in her right elbow being dislocated. The injury is verified. However, Daniel did deny all allegations regarding the abuse. Now, at first, I was ready to remove her as a potential suspect due to the elbow injury, which would obviously make it pretty damn hard for her to fire a weapon. But as it turns out, she is actually left-handed, which means that she absolutely could have pulled that trigger. Now, next up is her ex-husband, Charles Humphreys. There's nothing really notable regarding Charles's past, but he was seen entering Daniel's house the day of the murder. So, needless to say, he is definitely a person of interest. Now, I was also able to bring Charles and Emma's daughter, Rebecca, down to the station today. Now, there's nothing that really points to her being a suspect at this point in time, but she did live with her mom and Daniel, and she was aware of the abuse that her mom had reported. Now, last on our list is Daniel and Emma's neighbor, Janice Burks. Janice served 9 years in prison for killing her husband, who had a very long history of domestic violence. Now, the main reason that I brought her down here today is that she was also seen entering Daniel's house the day of the murder. So yeah, that's two people that were seen entering Daniel's house the day that he was killed. All right, now that is the basic overview. Okay, you can dive in deeper with the case files or some of the security cam footage that we also subpoenaed. That footage is already loaded up for you on the playback.
I'm going to show you that, some of that.
All right, now let's figure out what the hell happened here. All right?
All
I'm
right.
going to bring Emma in here first. Let's see what she has to say.
Hold on one
All right,
second
we'll
before
see you in a few.
We're going to look at this evidence he's talked about first because I think it's very important too. I didn't do it the first time around. So let's look at this. There's the gun. Let me look at him again because you didn't get a chance to look at it. There he is. Okay. Let me know whenever you're ready.
All right.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's okay. You see how he's dressed and everything. Okay. There's the gun.
Yeah.
There's a place, his living room.
Shoes are kicked off. Bottle on the floor.
Yep.
Got a cell phone on the couch.
Yep. A lot of booze, just playing cards. I don't see, is there two glasses? Or just one?
There's just one on the ground.
He was drinking by himself, it looks like then. Is there two plates right there? No, this looks like he just ordered and he's got his own plate.
There's a bottle,
All right, the
a beer
door.
bottle on the
There's
table.
the door.
Door's open.
All right, that's it right there. All right. Now we don't have to read these. We can come back to this stuff, but this is just showing the
Okay.
incident. There's a lot of reading here, but this is the domestic violence report. Whenever we want to reference it, we can come back to it. You know, it's just explaining what happened
Yeah.
that evening. If you want to read the paragraph of what happened, the description of the incident, that's totally fine. It gives you the time. You can come back, but again, you just want just a glance and overview. You know, just a quick read.
All right, you're good.
Yeah, it's kind of weird though. She didn't go to the doctor the next day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 10th or the 9th. It was 9 o'clock at night, but this is the police report. So I guess whenever they finally, and then there's people. This is what he just said about the suspects. I guess there's a narrative on the afternoon. Officers entered the victim's home on the 15th. Now that's when the murder happened. The domestic violence is the other one.
Happened on the 9th.
Yeah, that was domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a murder. He's found dead later, a week later, or whatever, from the time when she was abused. And of course, we've seen the third. You know, the cause of death was by a third party, it appears. So, based on the autopsy report too, so you might have that come up where the autopsy report saying, "Nah, we know it's the third person." So, now, a lot of people might think he committed suicide, how it looks and shit, but. And there's the description of the person, Daniel. There's phone records. You're going to have to look at these phone records at a certain time. So it isn't like you got to read them all, but you will see this comes up whenever you got phone texts, like it would be in a real, like bringing up motherfuckers in investigation of their phones and their text messages. So that will come into play too. So there's just a list of those whenever that happens. So there's that. But now I want to show you something I didn't know about. I wonder if it'll let me. This evidence I didn't know about till way later. And I was like, oh, God, I could have looked at this. So let's look at the video of what happened that day. That's him leaving on the 11th. That's 7:55 in the morning. It's like going to work or something.
Hey, asshole. You like to hit women, huh?
What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
Get your hands off me.
I know what you did to Emma.
Look, I don't know what she told you, but I didn't lay a finger on her.
Oh, shut up and cut this shit. I know you did. If you ever do that again, I will kill you. I will fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
man.
No, whatever. I will hit you. You got that? I will fucking hit you. You want to hit somebody? Hit me. Come on, hit me. That's what I thought, tough guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to fuck you up, motherfucker. He hit my sister. Shit. All right, so then, all right, let's go back. And now this happened too. This was the 11th, that afternoon,
I'm really worried about you.
1 o'clock.
Are you leaving him? Are you all right?
We can talk later. I gotta go.
Are you sure? Did something now just happen?
Look, I said we can talk later. I gotta go.
Okay, I got you. You go ahead, I'll get the suitcase.
Okay.
She's a little suspect right there of why she wants to leave in such a hurry.
All right, that's it. That one, and then this one. This is on the 12th. So the next day at 9 o'clock on the 12th.
She was in a hurry to get in.
She look back. Watch your timetable though. She's in there a while. She's only in there a minute though. She's in there a minute.
She didn't put the key back, did she? No.
No.
And the way she walked out was not the way she walked in.
That was weird. When she walked out slow, she didn't walk in fast.
Pulled her shirt down and shit.
Yeah, last one right here. He can't find the key.
Because she had it.
That's 30 minutes later. Approximately 30 minutes. He's looking for the key. What's he gonna do? What's he trying to get in? You know, what's he doing?
Door's just, she didn't lock the door back.
Yeah, wow, so something happened right there. I feel like she didn't do normal. Like, what when you would put the key back and lock the door? If you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be there. But you're on video if y'all didn't know. I'm gonna fast forward it. You can look at the time up there because I don't think he comes.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just showing the timetable here with him. He's in there longer than 1 minute.
He's been in there for 10.
I think like 3. We can rewind it and look. I think it's like 4 minutes. It was 27. Remember, it was 27 after. Okay, it was 27.
He's got a bag.
Yeah, it was 27 after.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Now that was that evidence. Now we're gonna go and interview Miss Emma.
All right, Emma. We are recording. Today is September 19th. I am Detective Martin Ruiz, badge number 7621. And with me here today is Emma Richardson. So Emma, can you please go ahead and spell your first and last name for me?
EMMARICHARDSON.
Thank you. And can you please acknowledge that this statement is being video and audio recorded and that you are consenting to this recording?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And lastly, I just need you to acknowledge that we've already gone over your rights and that you are willfully making this statement.
Yes, that's also correct.
All right. Thank you, Emma. So yeah, let's just keep it simple and start with you telling me where you were the day of Daniel's death.
I was staying at a motel.
And which motel would that be?
The Best Stay Motel on the southeast part of town.
Now, is there a reason that you didn't go to work that day?
I wasn't feeling well, so I decided to take a sick day.
And you work at Rose and Davis Financial Services, right?
Yes, I'm a junior account executive.
And Daniel, he works there as well. Is that also correct?
Yes, actually, he's the one who got me the job there.
Okay, so they work together.
And the
Yeah,
two
he got
of you
her the job.
were romantic partners. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, do you mind maybe elaborating a little bit more on this relationship that you two had?
Sure. What exactly would you like to know?
Well, I guess we can start with the police report that you had filed on September 10th. Now, based on what I read, it seemed that this relationship that you two had was not that pleasant, was it?
No, but at least not lately anyway.
Now, you claimed that he had grabbed you pretty forcefully, too. I mean, so much so that he dislocated your right elbow. Is that right?
Yeah, but I don't want you to think that was a norm or anything.
So that's not his normal behavior?
No, it wasn't. We had been together for 6 months, at least, and I moved in with him about a month ago. He had never once laid a finger on me the entire time or shown any warning signs.
So then what exactly happened on that day? I mean, why did he have this sudden change in behavior?
He was jealous of a client of ours that we met for dinner.
And who was the client?
Just a prospective client. His name was Jason Anderson.
Jason Anderson. All right, and what exactly happened with Jason?
Well, Daniel had to take a call, so he stepped outside. He was out there a good amount of time, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And during that time, Jason and I started talking. I mean, he talked a lot and it was pretty funny, so we talked and had a laugh. That was all. Then when Daniel returned, I think he had the wrong impression. I mean, on the ride home, he kept questioning me about what we were talking about. He wanted to know why we were so happy, and he wanted to know if I found Jason attractive. He even accused me of flirting with some guys in the office from before. Honestly, I have no idea what he was talking about.
So has Daniel showed signs of jealousy like this in the past?
No, but I mean, there was never a situation like this before. Anyway.
You can continue.
Well, when we got home, he didn't seem to calm down at all. We were in the kitchen at the time, and he accused me of lying, and he said he didn't believe anything I had told him. I tried to de-escalate the situation by leaving, but then he blocked me with his body and backed me into a corner. And he grabbed me by the shoulders and forced me to tell him the truth. But what was I supposed to say? I already told him the truth. So then I pushed him off of me. And that's when he yanked me really hard by the arm and threw me to the floor. Oh my God, it hurt like hell. And then when I was on the ground, he kept yelling and screaming at me over and over. I mean, I can't even remember what he was saying.
Was he drinking that night?
No, the man hardly ever drank at all. I mean, I can't even remember the last time he had a drink.
Why was there so many drinks in the living room
Now, according to
and on the kitchen table?
your daughter, Rebecca, she was there when this all happened, is that right?
Yes, she was upstairs in her room at the time. And she heard the arguing, so she came down the kitchen to see what had happened. She asked me what happened,
What's
and
that
I told
noise?
her we were in an argument. Then she asked me what I was doing on the
What
floor,
noise?
and I told her
I don't know. It
I
sounds
accidentally
like a rubbing
fallen.
noise or something.
So why did you lie to her?
I don't know. I was scared. I mean, it all happened so quickly. I couldn't even think straight.
And what happened after that?
Well, Daniel could see that I was really hurt, so he picked me up off the ground and took me to the hospital. On the ride there, he kept telling me how sorry he was, and he just kept apologizing over and over. He said he didn't know what got into him.
And you believed him?
Yes, I did.
Really?
It was a one-time thing. It was completely out of character. I didn't know what got into him. So yes, I did believe him.
All right, and what happened after that?
Well, he took me to the hospital and we checked in, and that's when I learned that my elbow was dislocated. Then Daniel left and Rebecca came to stay with me overnight. And then the next morning,
Why
I had
the hell
time
did
to
he
clear
leave?
my mind, and I told Rebecca exactly what happened.
So you told her that he had actually hurt you?
Yeah, she wanted me to press charges with the police, but honestly, I was hesitant. I didn't want it to turn into a big thing.
But this was a big thing, was it not?
I don't know, maybe.
I mean, it was a big enough deal that you felt the need to file a police report, right?
But that was Rebecca's idea. But yes, I was released from the hospital. We stopped and got some pain medication for my arm. And then we went to the police and filed a report. Then we went to the motel. I checked in, and Rebecca left to stay with her dad.
And her dad, that's Charles, right?
Yes, Charles.
So was Charles aware of the assault that had happened?
Yes, I told him that night.
Was anyone else besides Charles and your daughter Rebecca aware of the assault?
And the only other person was my neighbor, Janice. She must have heard the screaming because she texted to see if everything was okay. I wrote her back that same night and told her exactly what happened.
Now, are you and your neighbor really close? Because, and this could just be a me thing, but that seems kind of a strange thing to tell a neighbor.
Sure, somewhat, I guess. I mean, we look out for each other, you know, as neighbors are supposed to.
Now, I'm wondering, do you think that maybe one of those three would have a reason to kill Daniel? I mean, considering they now know how abusive he can be, I mean, maybe that was enough to push them over, you know, the limit to maybe take matters into their own hands?
Absolutely not.
But what about you? Was that enough of a reason for you to kill Daniel? Maybe make sure that he never lays a finger on you again?
Absolutely not, no.
All right.
Like I said, it was a one-time thing. It wasn't that severe.
Wasn't that severe?
So nobody
Emma,
killed him.
I'm staring at you and you have a dislocated elbow. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that is pretty damn severe.
Look, the guy got jealous, okay? I mean, he'd been under a lot of pressure at work, and he was in a shitty mood. I mean, he made a really poor decision that he immediately regretted. Is it
Taking
okay
up
that
for
he
him
hurt
right
my
here.
arm? Of course not. But we can't change the past. And I do believe he was truly sorry.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
So, Emma, is there anything else that you feel that I should know about this whole situation?
None that I can think of.
All right. We're going to take a little break. Just ask that you just hang here.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna call us here.
All right, you saw the interview. You think she's being completely honest? I really can't say for sure. What I want to know from you is if you think she's telling the truth about how severe the abuse was.
I love you.
And I'm talking both physical
I'll be in there in a
and
few
verbal.
minutes.
Huh?
That's a major piece of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Whether she's being honest or not will give us a decent idea on how to move forward with this investigation. So let's make sure we really judge this correctly. The right approach should get her to open up a bit more. I'll trust your judgment with that. You tell me, and that's how I'll proceed with her. No rush. Look over whatever you need to and call me back. All right, talk soon.
All right. What's your decision? Is it yes, she's telling the truth, or no, she's telling how severe the...
I don't think she's telling how severe it was.
So you're saying no?
Hmm?
You're saying no? Put no?
Hmm?
All right. Why does it not let me? Oh, I gotta hold it. I was just pressing it. I gotta hold it. Truth Seeker 1.
Hey.
You got that right.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. It definitely feels like she's downplaying the abuse. The question is why. I'll push her on that. Let's see if we can squeeze more out of her. All right, give me a second. We'll get things back up and running.
This is a continuation with Emma Richardson. Now, Emma, I gotta say, I don't think that you were telling me the whole truth. I don't.
About what?
Well, about your relationship with Daniel, but more importantly, about the abuse you experienced, Emma. I mean, look, you have a dislocated elbow. The guy put you in the hospital, and for what? Because he was jealous? Come on, Emma. You know that is not normal behavior. It's not. Alright, that is pretty damn severe. Now, what I'm trying to wrap my head around is why are you thing that happened to you?
Damn.
Look, Emma, it is okay. Right? It is okay to talk to me. It is okay to tell me the truth. In fact, that is the easiest thing to do right now. So please, Emma, just tell me the truth.
Okay. It was severe, okay? It was very severe. You know, I thought I knew him. I was falling for him. I thought he was perfect. But looking back, I can see that the signs were there all along. I was just blinded by wanting to move on and find a new partner. But, you know, when he showed his true colors, not only did he hurt me, but he threatened to kill me and my daughter at gunpoint. Okay? At goddamn gunpoint.
Wait, I'm sorry, when did that happen?
The day after I got out of the hospital, I think it was a Monday.
Okay, can you tell me exactly what happened?
I stopped by the house that afternoon to pick up some of my stuff.
Excuse me.
I knew he'd be at work, so it was a good time to go.
Oh, that's when.
I was there maybe 5 minutes, and that's when he showed up.
So he had pointed a gun. That's why she was leaving like that with the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
This must have really pissed him off because he immediately went to the bedroom closet and grabbed a gun. I mean, I was in shock. I didn't even know he had a gun. And then he threw me on the ground and pressed the gun really hard against my forehead.
Jesus.
He kept yelling that the police were questioning him at work. Apparently, after I filed the reports, some cops were questioning people.
Why was she in the house after
They
that?
even questioned some of my neighbors, including Janice.
She should have never went back to be
Apparently
around him. She
higher
filed.
She said
at work,
she thought he was at work,
really alarmed
Oh,
him
sorry.
because they
Okay,
put him
missed
on
it.
immediately.
and she went back to get some of her stuff.
That's why he got home early that day.
There it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He got home early because the cops were
Fucking with him and he had to go home.
Was really angry.
Quiche.
He kept yelling that Rebecca and I needed to recant our story and to tell the cops that he never hurt me. I mean, he kept saying that he was acting in self-defense and that I pushed him. He was literally trying to make it seem like it was my fault. And then he made it a point to tell me that he was in control of my life. My job, my home, everything. And that he could take that away anytime he wanted. So then he told me that if we didn't tell the police his version of what happened, that he wouldn't think twice about putting a bullet in each of our heads.
Mm.
So, Emma, why did you lie to me?
Because I thought you would see this as a clear motive for killing him, that's why.
Yeah.
And I get that. I get that. But, okay, but why in the situation that happened, why not in that moment? Why didn't you immediately go to the police? I mean, heck, you could have even filed a restraining order against him, Emma.
Because they didn't do shit the first time, that's why. I had already told them that he had physically assaulted me. I was me? Huh? Did they? I can answer that. Who are you, detective? No, they didn't protect me. In fact, that son of a bitch threatened to kill me even after I went to them. So no, I didn't think it mattered. So don't get me started about a restraining order. You think a restraining order, some just like little piece of paper, would stop someone like him? Someone who had threatened to kill me? Give me
No, it did.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. So tell me what happened after he had threatened you.
He left. And I immediately gathered all my stuff and I left too.
Now there's a flaw here though. Right? I mean, there should be security cam footage of Daniel coming in the house and leaving the house, right? During that time. I mean, we have footage of you.
Damn.
We got footage of you and Janice, but we literally have absolutely no footage of Daniel during that time at all.
That's because he came in through the back. He didn't use the front door. It was
While the sliding glass door was halfway
trying to catch
open.
me off guard or something.
Right.
And I'm going to assume that because you guys don't have a security camera in the back, then that means there's no record whatsoever of him coming in or out of the house. Does that sound right?
Correct.
Now, I'm also wondering, do you know why there would be no security cam footage from September 9th? I mean, the entire day, there's no footage. Now, that's the day that he assaulted you for the first time. Do you know why there would be no footage on that day?
He probably deleted that shit.
I don't know. Maybe he deleted it.
That's obvious.
That is certainly a possibility. All right.
That's one of those you have to ask. Even though you know it's pretty obvious, you still can
Look,
see what
Emma,
she says.
assuming that everything you told me is the truth, right, I want you to know that everything, and I mean everything that has happened to you, none of that is your fault.
I know.
Good. And there is help if you need it, Emma, all right? There's shelters that I can connect you with if you don't want to stay at that motel. There are people that you can talk to, right? We've got a lot of resources, Emma, right? You do not have to go this alone.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm.
That's pretty good right there. You've found a lot of information already.
Mm.
Well, that was a lot. If she's telling the truth, Daniel's got some pretty serious issues.
Did.
It is weird that he would go through the back, though. I mean, it's possible, but considering how in the moment he probably was, it does strike me as odd. I don't know. There's a lot to process here. All right, we got to keep these interviews going. Let's see what more we can uncover here. I got her ex-husband, Charles, up next. Let's see what this guy's got to say. Hang tight. Bye.
Charles. Yeah, we can always pause it too, because there's a
All
couple
right,
more interviews
Charles,
and stuff.
we are recording.
Finish it tomorrow or
Today is
something.
September 19th. I am Detective Martin Ruiz.
I think we'll get through this one and then I'm probably gonna go to bed.
And with me here is
Yeah,
Charles
that
Humphreys.
sounds good.
So
I'm
Charles,
getting
we'll just
tired.
start with you spelling your
I
first
still gotta
and
get up
last
at
name.
5:30.
CHARLES HUMPHRIES.
And can you please acknowledge that this statement is being video and audio recorded and that you are consenting to this recording?
Yes, I did.
And lastly, if you can please acknowledge that we have already gone over your rights and that you are willfully making this statement.
Yes, I did.
All right, thank you, Charles. So, Charles, let's just start with you telling me, why were you seen entering Daniel's house the day of his death?
Well, I was doing a favor for Emma, right? I went there to pick up some items that she had forgotten, right? She didn't want to enter that house again, so I went there for her.
And what sort of items were you picking up?
It was like some clothing and other personal items, right? I didn't sort through the bag, so I'm not 100% sure what may have been in it.
So you said bag, so you were there to pick up a bag of hers, is that right?
Correct, right. She put it by the front door in the entryway. I walked in, I grabbed the bag, and I left.
And Charles, you're a realtor, is that
Yeah,
correct?
sound right.
Yes, that's correct.
He was
So
in there
that
too
means you
long.
get to pretty
Yeah,
much set
because
your own
another
hours.
thing,
If it was right there by the door, he said it was right there by the door, and he was in there a while.
And the other girl could have grabbed it.
Or any meetings?
Right? When she was leaving,
correct.
that other woman was there. She could have grabbed her
So,
and helped her with
did
a
you
bag.
see Daniel when you went inside the house?
No, I didn't. I didn't see his car in the driveway either, so I just assumed he wasn't home. But look, I didn't even go in the house. I just went in the entryway, I grabbed Emma's bag, and I left. That's it.
He
Now,
did go in the
Are
house.
you aware
Mm-hmm.
that Daniel had been killed on that day and that his body was found inside that house?
I'm aware of it now, but at the time, no. I wasn't aware of it at the time.
So what do you know about Daniel's death?
He
I
seemed like
know
a
that he
straight
was
shooter,
apparently
but
shot
damn.
and killed. I'm also aware it possibly could have been a suicide, that he took his own life.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that he took his own life?
Certainly seems like a possibility, yeah.
So how well did you actually know Daniel?
Not well at all. I mean, I mostly knew about him through Rebecca. I only personally met him a few times. A few times that I did meet him in person, he seemed like a pretty cool guy, right? He was friendly and upbeat, you know? Just a good all-around guy. It wasn't until much later that I learned about him abusing Emma. Needless to say, that changed.
Yeah, and then you pushed him up against the damn door, and
Yeah.
Threatened to kill him.
So tell me about Emma. What is your relationship like with Emma?
Emma and I are on pretty good terms, all things considered. We were married for almost 20 years. You know, we had
I was
we had
ex-wife. I thought it
Rebecca.
was his daughter,
Everything was
sister.
going really well.
I mean, that's all.
But, I mean, slowly things just didn't work out like we had hoped. So we got divorced about 2 years
with
ago.
all
It
the
wasn't
stuff
a-
that I know right now,
we
he's
both agreed that
higher on my list.
we decided to call it
Right.
quits. And here we are.
There's 2 more people
So
after
do you
this,
still
so
stay in touch with her?
we'll figure it out if you want to play it tomorrow.
It's
It's
not
a
like
really
we're best
cool
friends
ending.
or anything like that, but we have a
Have you
daughter.
already went through all this?
We
Yeah.
are in touch from time to time.
Oh, okay.
I
Is it
can't
just
remember
this
shit.
one case, though?
Yeah.
Not in a romantic way, no. but
Oh, I got
as a
another one that's
person,
like,
a mother
I
of
want
my
to play that
child,
Black
yes,
Clouds.
yes,
It
we
looks
do care
good.
about her.
So would you be willing to do anything for her?
What, like murder?
Yes, Charles, like murder.
No, of course not. Look, I would be willing to do almost anything for her because I still care about her. The murder, no, absolutely not.
So you're telling me that you did not kill Daniel when you went inside that house?
No, of course not. Look, I told you I didn't even see the guy, but if I did, I'm not going to kill him.
So what about Emma? You think that maybe Emma killed Daniel? I mean, she's got more reasons to kill him than anyone else.
No, Emma didn't kill Daniel. That's ridiculous.
And how can you be so sure about that?
Because she's not a killer. She's like the sweetest person I know.
Well, what if she maybe hired someone or got some help? You don't think that that's possible?
No, I don't think that's possible.
Well, look, Charles, the reality is that somebody killed Daniel, okay? That is a fact. Now, we know that Emma has been on the receiving end of his abuse. All right? Now, that has got to be scary as hell for her. Okay, now, Charles, I'm not saying that Emma killed Daniel, okay? But, Charles, we at least have to entertain the idea that maybe she wanted him dead. Now, I don't think that that's far-fetched at all. Hell, Charles, I have seen people killed for far less. All right, so you don't think that Emma maybe just wanted him dead? You don't think that that's possible?
Look, I have no doubts that she wanted this man out of her life. That's obvious. But to think Emma would wish death upon him or anybody else for that matter? No, I don't believe that. I do not believe that she wanted him dead. No.
You really don't?
No, I really don't.
All right, Charles, we're going to take a short break, all right? Just ask that you sit here for a bit and I'll be right back, all right?
Yeah, no worries.
GG. All right, we'll do the one question and then we'll save him. Answer the question. Because basically that fills up. You have your second interviews.
All right, we got to hear his take on things.
You pull
Now,
the evidence
the
out
main
on
thing
them.
I'm questioning at the moment
Contradict.
is whether or not Emma is capable of either committing this murder or getting someone else to do it. She really does seem like the person that has the most to gain from Daniel's death. But her ex, he doesn't seem to think that she has that in her. I don't know. You think Charles is telling the truth? You think he really believes that Emma is incapable of going through with murder?
You think
Does he really believe
that's
that she
the
has
question,
absolutely
though.
nothing to do with this? Again, we got to be
I
careful
believe
with
he
how we
thinks
judge
that she
this.
had nothing to do with it.
Pushing him in the wrong
I would
direction may
think
not
that.
get us the info we need.
I don't know.
I want to know what
It's
you
up
think.
to you.
I'll proceed based on that.
All right.
So just give me a call when you know, and we'll go from there. All right? Bye.
Because the actual question, does he really believe, does Charles really believe Emma had nothing to do with it? What's your answer on that? What do you think?
Does Charles really believe Emma had nothing to do with the murder?
Key stop.
I'm going to go with yes because I think he is the one that did it.
Right.
So
yes.
I don't think he let her know that he was going to do it. So
right.
Yes.
Right.
Hey. Yeah. I gotta say, I agree with you on this one.
Mm-hmm.
He does seem pretty sincere. All right, I'll continue the interview. We'll be back up in just a sec.
All right, we'll carry on later. All right.
All right. We'll catch it tomorrow.
Saved, so it's doing that now. So, all right. Yeah. It's a crazy ending. We hadn't even met Janice yet, the one that killed her husband. Let's see what she's looking like.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right.
But,
have a good
all
night.
right. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
All right. Let it go.
All right. Thanks.